Okay.
Okay.
Only for you, baby.
Okay. Greetings, everyone. Here we are in another edition of our talk show. This is the 10th edition of our show and the second English edition. And I'm really excited to be here today with our host, Débora, and these two special guests, Alexandre and Gustavo. And I'm not sure if everybody knows me, probably not. My name is Frederico. I'm a professor here in Faculdade Dom Bosco, and I'm here talking to you guys because I have a best friend called Washington, and some of you knows him. And I used to say that if you have a good friend like him, you don't need any enemies because he's always asking you to do the things you worry most about. So I'm afraid Débora would agree with me that. Anyway, here I am, and both our guests today are teachers, despite this entrepreneurship stuff, and like Alexandre, that's why I know them. And Alexandre worked with me here in Dom Bosco years ago, and it was always very good to talk to him. He is a very intelligent and very funny guy, and I used to bump into him in the hallways, and he was always smiling, and so I used to say to him that he had the brightest smile of the town. Look at that. Look at his face. But he had disappeared one day, and it's been a couple of months that I found out he was living in USA. It was from he did I forgot, a meeting with the in engineering, isn't it? In ADB. Anyway, but I must say that I miss his smile. Our other guest today is Gustavo, better known as Mr. Ruthes, and he's the best and the most charming teacher in Canada. And I'm not joking. I'm sure we have some people watching us today that totally agree with that. And I'm not talking about his wife and his daughter. I'm talking about other people. And I had the honor to be one of his students last year in Canada. And this guy is really awesome. And he's a very humble person. And he has the best stories a teacher can have. He's very professional in everything he does. And to stop talking, I can't forget to say that he's a surfer and a Brazilian jiu-jitsu athlete. So he's kind of Superman, I guess. And that's all. I already talked too much, and now it's time for our host, Débora, to start our show. Thanks, Washington, to let me talk here today. Nobody needs to know that I begged you to talk a little about this guy. And thanks, Débora. I'll be here to read the audience questions. And good luck.
Oh my God.
I talked a lot.
Please.
Okay, baby, stay here with us.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. Hello, guys. Hello, everybody. My name is Débora Guimarães. I am from Uruguay Languages. I'm a teacher, and I am also an entrepreneur. So it's really nice to be here with you today. Fred, really nice to be here. Please help me. Okay, don't let me here alone.
I'm here.
Okay, hold my hand. And let's start the talk. Nice to meet you, Alexandre, and also Gustavo. It's really nice to be here with you today. And today, Alexandre Alexandre Castro is the founder of i3 Automations United States. Really nice. Am I right, Alexandre?
Yes, you are correct.
Okay, thank you. And Gustavo is the founder of Perfect Mind Consulting and Mental Performance Training and Coaching in Canada. Am I right, Gustavo?
That's
Yes?
correct. Nice. Yeah, that's correct. Nice meeting you. Thanks for having me.
Okay.
Yes, it's a very bigger name of the company.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, wow. I didn't. It's a very big company. Really nice to have this kind of friends here. Really nice. My name is Débora, okay? We have to be close friends. Okay, guys, I just want to start with you. Can you please tell us a little bit about your background? Alexandre, can you start?
Yes, I can. So I am a control engineer, but I graduated in electrical engineer in Facens, is in Sorocaba, São Paulo. And after that, I graduated in the Master of Science in Production Engineering. And I did a lot of courses about industrial automation. And today I'm here in the United States. I have my company. But before to open my company here in the United States, I was working like an employee in another company here in the United States. But now I have my own company. And yeah, and for me, I'm very excited to stay here today. I'm glad to stay with you here because when I arrived here in the United States, I didn't know to speak English. I was very bad. And I'm still learning that, but today I can talk with everyone here in the United States, my American guys, friends here. So I'm very happy to stay here today.
Really nice English. Okay, you're improving.
Yeah.
Really nice. What about you, Gustavo?
Hi, I am originally.
Long story.
So before I talk a little bit, I just want to say, Fred was hiding his English when he came here to Canada. He said, "Oh, you know, I don't speak English. It's okay, it's okay." Based on his introduction there, you can tell he's doing a very good job. I think he's studying since he came to Canada, or he was always good. He was just hiding. You did a good job, Fred. Anyways, my name is Gustavo Ruthes. No problem. My name is Gustavo Ruthes. I'm originally from Florianopolis. Florianopolis.
Florianopolis.
You're so used to talking right like that. Anyways, I moved to Canada in about 10 years ago. It was in 2010. And I had a bachelor's degree from UDES, Universidade do Estado de Santa Catarina in Florianópolis, in bachelor's degree in kinesiology and physical education and sports sciences. And then I was working there as a teacher, and I had a small business there. I had a soccer academy as well in Brazil. And then, you know, life happened. I ended up moving to Canada. And once here in Canada, I did a couple other degrees. I have another bachelor's of education from University here in Canada, and a master's degree in psychology with specialization. In addition to being a teacher, I work at a high school here in Canada. I also founded a sports psychology, or a mental performance rather, business, where I work with athletes and sport organizations doing basically mental training, mental coaching.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. How was the decision to live abroad and to run a business abroad?
Okay, I will start to talk about that. So when I was the first thing when I was in Brazil, the first time that I came here in the United States was in 2014. I came here just for vacation, and I love it here, and I started my idea to if I have some opportunity to come here to work, I do like to do this. So, and 2016 came this opportunity for me when I was working PSA Peugeot Citroën, and since there, I came here through the company, another company, and I was employee here until 2018. And after that, I moved to another company here in Alabama. Was the first state that I came here in the United States to work. Was in Alabama, Tuscaloosa. But my dream was to become I had my own company and to come to Florida, because if I go to live in United States, okay, my preference is to stay here in Florida instead of Alabama or another state. So, and comes up another opportunity with my company, and here I am right now. So I have my own company, I have a contract, and I may open another new contracts between another employers here. So I'm growing up. So this is my idea here in the United States. It's not, it's not too easy, because when I was here the first time, I was with the visa L1. That means visa L1 is just a visa that you need to stay with the employer. You cannot move out. So, and at this time, I figure out, okay, what I can do to move out or to get another job or a new work, or even to open my company here in the United States. And I saw a lot of visas. I called my lawyer, and he told me, okay, you have 2-3 options, but you need to spend $15,000 for this visa. And this is the first risk that I took at this time, because it's a lot of money, and maybe you cannot be able to get the green card. But right now I have I have approved it. Everything is approved for my green card. So I believe in a few months I'm gonna get my green card. I'm very happy. I'm very excited for this, because it wasn't easy. A lot of people, okay, you are crazy, you're gonna expend like 15,000 for this visa. But, was the only way if I'd like to go out, or if I'd like to move along and get in progress. And for sure I will earn a lot of money more than I was like employee. So this was my biggest challenge.
One minute, I have a question. $15,000, no?
Dollars, yeah,
Guys.
not, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Okay.
Good point.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but anyway, yeah, I took this decision. For me, it was great. At the first time was very hard, but this 15,000 is not just in one time. I paid a lot of months with the lawyer, and that's it.
That's value you pay for your lawyer, not for the government.
Not for the government, but this value is the total. Is between the government and the lawyer. Is it gonna be like 15,000?
Okay.
That's not too much.
I think that Canada is different, no, Gustavo?
Yeah, the fees are fairly similar depending on what type of visa you want to attract. And immigrating to Canada is fairly complicated. They kind of sort of have a process where they want skilled workers, right? It's not anybody who can come in. It's either like a very skilled worker or like refugee status, people who are struggling, their lives are endangered. So those people, they have a greater chance to immigrate to Canada. They're a very highly skilled worker where the country needs. Like if you have something that you're very specialized in and they need that sort of a skill, then they facilitate your immigration. Other than that, if you're going to spend a lot of money, you have to probably study here, which is what I did. I had a student visa first, and then ended up staying.
I have a question for Gustavo. Did you take IELTS exam? It was mandatory.
I did a TOEFL. A
TOEFL. Okay. It was mandatory to take it. Okay.
I have another question, Débora.
University here, yes.
Yeah.
I'm afraid Gustavo didn't talk about what you asked.
How was
Yeah,
the
No,
decision?
first question he didn't answer.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
I did. How was the decision, Gustavo, to leave abroad?
That's okay.
How was the decision to leave your country
Well,
and live abroad?
Yeah. Well, born and raised in Florianopolis, and I think up until I was, I don't know, 23, 24 years old or something, I had never left the country. I've stayed only in Brazil, and I've traveled a little, had family in Rio de Janeiro, Rio de Janeiro, had family in São Paulo, and then I traveled about 100 kilometers north and south of Florianopolis just for surfing, and that's about it, right? And I lived fairly close to the water, so I was like really happy where I was there. And my friends growing up, we always have to do this story like, we live where you spend your vacation, you know what I mean? So like, we were really proud of where we came from. We didn't want to go anywhere else. We didn't want to. And then because of surfing, again, we had a surf trip to Peru. I think it was 2008. A bunch of friends, just, you know, the longest wave in the world in Peru. So we went there. Chicama is the name of the place, the name of the wave. We went there, spent a month in Peru, and it's like it completely blew our minds away. You know, like there's so much out there that we're missing. And at that age, I realized, like, you know, I really like Florianopolis. I really like where I live. I like it there, but I think there's more in the world for me to see. So right after that, we decided to, a bunch of other friends, I was finishing university in Brazil, and then we decided to just study in Europe. So we went and spent a semester in Spain, Universidad de La Coruña, and then once we were there for 6 months, after the end of my trip there, we were able to travel a little bit around Europe. It's so cheap to fly when you're there, so it was really a great experience. We spent another month just flying around all kinds of countries and everything. At that time, we decided, you know what, I decided, I don't think I want to live in Brazil anymore. I think I want to see something else. I want to make a life elsewhere. So yeah, as a coincidence, in that trip, I met this one girl, and we started talking. We kept talking. Just to make a very long story short for you, she moved to Brazil with me. She stayed there living with me for a few months, I think 4, 5, 6 months. And but I was working as a teacher after I graduated and everything. We decided that, you know, she heard from a job that she had applied back home in Canada. She's from Canada. So she heard from a job that she had applied for. She got the job, and I decided, you know what, I think, what are we doing here? Like, I'm just a high school teacher. It's much easier for me to become a school teacher in Canada than for her to get the same level job that she got in Brazil. So we decided, you know, let's go to Canada. Let's see what happens, you know. In between that, I had moved. I had lived in Hawaii as well before. So I seen it. I knew, I didn't know where I was going to live, but I knew that I didn't want to live just in Brazil.
Perfect. Perfect. Really nice decision.
I think, yeah, it was like a final meeting that I needed. So we came here. We've been together ever since. My wife, we got married and everything later. We have a baby. She's just over a year old now, and things are great.
And I guess that that's what they want in Canada, you know, young people that get married and have kids.
Though my skill set was just, you know, kinesiology, education, physical education background, I couldn't really find a job with that. Came with a student visa. I applied to university, so I did my master's degree here in Canada. Fortunately, Canada has a very good program for subsidies. So basically, they pay for you to go to school if your marks are good enough. So I had full scholarship based on my academic background and my athletic background. So I was able to study for free, and I got money. I got paid to do my master's degree here in Canada. At the end of my master's, then I applied to become a permanent resident, the equivalent of the green card in the United States. Everybody knows permanent residency, it's called here in Canada. After I got my permanent residency, I did another degree, a teaching degree from North America, from Canada. I ended up getting a teaching job here, and started my business as well.
Okay, Washington, you were about to say something.
Yeah, no, I asked you for Gustavo. You told us about the skills, the higher skills is necessary to. It's one of the way to go to Canada. Can you talk about how kind of skills consider higher skills for our
For sure.
students? Okay, I want to go to Canada, so I need to study, I need to good at, and what?
For sure. Good question. Actually, it really depends on at the time. The list of skills the country needs constantly changes. They update the Canada Immigration website, CIC, Canada Immigration Citizenship, constantly with the skills the web country needs. So once they fill that need, that list, that skill is out, and then they put something else, or they don't put anything. But it's not something only a PhD in like a mineral engineering, something so specific. It can be that, but sometimes it can be a bread maker, or it can be a mechanic, it can be nurses, it can be teachers, it can be anything. It depends at the time. The government constantly updates the website, and if you're lucky enough that your skill set can apply for the skilled worker immigration visa.
Okay, I forget. I don't know if I have some noise in my phone. You said the name of the site of the government.
You can find easily if you type CIC. It's Canada Immigration and Citizenship. If I'm not mistaken, it's CIC.ca, right? Canada Immigration Citizenship. So if you type that, if you put that on Google, CIC.ca, you will find it. They will have the list there.
Okay.
They have all kinds of information for all types of visas, including the skilled workers visa.
Okay. Another way is to go to study. Okay.
Right.
Some Marcos Vinicius put in the chat the link. Thank you, Marcos Vinicius.
Oh, that's awesome. There you go. Thanks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other way is going by study. And sorry to interrupt that. I was just to finish off. The other way, it's easier, but it costs more money. Is if you come to study, then you most likely have to pay for your education. But at the end of your studies, the government allows you to stay here working as long as you work within the field that you study. So if you came to study engineering and you get a job as an engineer at the end of your program, at the end of your studies, then you can stay a little bit longer, and that gives you enough time to apply for the permanent residency, for the green card, right? So you cannot finish an engineering work as a bartender. You cannot do that. You have to be on the field. It costs a lot of money because usually they don't pay for you to study. You have to pay yourself. And first of all, it's in Canadian dollars, which is expensive. Plus, the international student fee is higher than the Canadian student fee because they subsidize, the government subsidizes Canadian students. They pay part of the tuition for Canadian students to get an education. But obviously, for obvious reasons, they're not going to do that for the whole world, right? The government pays for Canadian people. And if other people want to come here to study, they can pay for it themselves.
Okay. Débora,
Okay.
it's you.
Okay. Was the language a barrier for you? Alexandre,
For me?
you told us that you were not fluent in English.
Yeah.
Was it a barrier?
Exactly. I mean, I was very frustrated when I was in Brazil because I had one interview in Resende city, another company. So when I was there, the interviewer, he liked me a lot because, okay, you have the all quality that I'm looking for. And I was very happy. But when he said, okay, let's switch to the English right now, I mean, wow, it was very bad. I mean, it was very frustrating. And the reason that I didn't get the job was this situation, because I had all qualifications. He was looking for someone that has Rockwell automation skills, like industrial automation, PLC, a lot of stuff, and I had at the situation, but for this reason, okay, and suddenly show up another opportunity here in the United States, and this opportunity was because this company that has here in the United States is a Brazilian guy. The owner is a Brazilian guy, so he didn't care about, okay, if you know or don't know about English, okay, just came here and you can learn from there. I mean, and for this reason, that for me was a great opportunity, because I knew at this time that I'd like to move it on, but for the first time, okay, I agree, I accept, and I go to work with you. And after that, I can try figure out how can I move it on. But at the first time, I didn't care about this. The first time, I just thought about, okay, let's go there. This is another opportunity. It's a new experience for me, and for sure, I can learn something over there. And the crazy thing here was, I was here at like 6 months, and I didn't know to speak English at all here, and not at all, but I mean, was very bad. I mean, my English was very poor. But what I started to do was I sent email for a lot of companies here, especially here in Florida, because it was my dream to stay here. And I started, and the guys started to call me, and and now I can speak very well English, and was very crazy. But after that, I get some experience for sure, because a lot of companies call me like 50, 60 times, because I put in the LinkedIn my profile, and I choose here in Florida, and a lot of companies started calling me. And after that, okay, I started to get more experience with English, and of course, every day I was watching movie in English subtitle, and after that in Portuguese, and every day I get this experience. But I didn't do any English school here, and even here in the United States, almost all churches here has free English course here in the United States. But I didn't have time, because I was working a lot in the company that I was before. So I was working like 10 hours a day or so. But I get this experience here. But for my mind was very clear that the first thing, if somebody needs or wants to be here in the United States, I believe the first thing is you need have the special knowledge in your area. You need to do something very special for the companies or for people that it is here. Because if you don't have the expertise, and if you have just, English conversation, for sure it's good. It's a good start. But for me, the decision point to moving on and the other companies to take a look in me was my expertise in industrial automation, because I love industrial automation. I love what I do. So this was the reason. But yeah. And after that, okay, I moved to another company. And the crazy thing was when the human resource called me, like, okay, Alex, you are approved and you can start. But I didn't understand what is the day. It was too fast for me. And what I said at this time, okay, like I said another times, okay, can you send me an email with the exact date and time that I need to start? Oh, okay, for sure, I will send to you. Okay, oh, now I know, because I can read very well English. So what a big change for me. Sometimes was crazy. A lot of people, oh, you don't know speaking very well, indeed. But I trust with my knowledge. I trust with my dream, and today I'm here. So, and I believe everybody can understand it very well, or a little bit. So, but I'm improving each day by day. Now, today, for example,
you don't need the English. You just smile, and that's all.
Yeah, exactly. And my nickname in the last company that I was Smile. Everybody was, hey, Smile, can you smile?
That's the secret, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
How was that?
That's the first business, I guess. Okay, guys, take notes. Okay, first step, really nice smile. Okay.
Yes, the first step is big smile, but after that, It's stay good and something special. Gustavo said, and you repeat, it's necessary to have a special skills. So it isn't okay. Now I want to go to United States. I'm only good at. Okay, no, it's necessary to really good and something to be possible to differentiate it, to be different in the market.
Exactly.
Okay, and the third, no, some English. Okay, some English is necessary.
Necessary.
Yeah.
Mainly in Canada, I guess. I guess that in Canada it's more difficult to be an entrepreneur there if you don't speak English, because you need to take some exams, I guess. Am I right, Gustavo?
I'm not sure. Depends on what you compare with. I would say the United States, it's a more capitalistic-driven country, I would say. So probably the US, it's easier to be an entrepreneur, but it's also, maybe it's easier to set up your company, but there's a lot more competition. So it's not easier necessarily, right? There's a lot more people doing it, so you have competition. In Canada, it's easy, but we're a capitalist country, but it's very socialist, a lot of socialist values. So the company, it is easy to set up, so you pay a lot in taxes. There's a lot of taxes because we get a lot of services from the government. Like I think Alex said that he has English classes at the church in the United States. In Canada, the government gives you English classes or French classes, the two languages of the country, two official languages of Canada, if you come here. So as an immigrant, you can sign up for free. The government teaches English or French for free if you're able to immigrate to Canada. So there's a lot of services that come from the government. In other countries, it's third-party provided. In Canada, it's from the government. Everything is the state. Everything is from the government. So as a company owner, as an entrepreneur, you pay a lot more taxes in order to sustain that. But you do get in return, good roads, a good public education system, good healthcare system. All the services do work, and so it's a trade-off, right? It depends. For me, the challenge wasn't so much English. I studied a little bit. It wasn't perfect, but I could communicate. But the culture was one of the culture shocks. It was one of the big differences, because it's very different in Brazil, very different in the United States as well. Even though in Brazil, I didn't know that until I came here. I thought it was a lot of the same, very similar, but it's very, very different. But when I was trying to become a teacher here in Canada, again, the public education system is very good. Teachers get very well paid, have a lot of resources and all that. What that does is it's very difficult to get a teaching job. It's very, very difficult to become a teacher in Canada. It's very competitive. There's a lot of people wanting to become a teacher. So when I was studying to become a teacher again in Canada, they said, well, it takes 5 to 7 years for you to become a full-time teacher in Canada. On average, that's on average, after you graduate. And I was like, well, I can't wait that long. I'm an immigrant. I need money like right now. You know what I mean? Like I just came here. I need to start making dollars, to pay the bills. So they say, well, there is an exception. If you speak French, if you are able to teach French, then it may be a little quicker, because they need French teachers in Canada, right? It's an official language of the country. Every school has to teach French, but only people in the province of Quebec, in the state of Quebec, the province of Quebec, speak French, not the rest of the country. So what did I do? I was like, okay, I had to quit. I got to learn.
That's my question, Sam.
Sorry?
I'd like to know, where exactly are you in Canada?
Oh, I mean,
where
Ontario.
exactly
Ontario.
are you? Because
London,
Quebec is different
London,
from.
Right. I mean,
Okay.
London, Ontario. So Toronto is the 4th biggest city in North America, only behind, I think it's LA, New York, Mexico City, and then Toronto. We are 2 hours drive from Toronto, and then Detroit in the United States. It's also 2 hours drive, so we're right in between Detroit and Toronto. We are about 10 hours drive from New York City. That's more or less where we are, just to give you an idea. about 8 hours from Chicago,
Okay.
in between Chicago and New York.
Okay. Thank you. I'd
So
like
then
to
what I
know
did
how
was to learn a language, French. Sorry, just because I said in the language
Oh,
barrier,
yeah.
I had to learn French in order to become a teacher quicker, because I couldn't wait 5 to 7 years.
He's a French
So-
teacher. He's a French teacher. I didn't say that.
Okay, that's very interesting. So you are a Brazilian guy, go to Canada and start to teaching French.
Yeah,
French.
that's right.
Really nice.
I told you the
Teaching
Superman
physical
thing.
education in a French school in French. Did I say that my
Okay.
wife is Greek? Did I say that my wife is Greek Canadian?
Yeah.
Just to make more of a confusion.
Oh my God.
Okay. So you already you are already talking in French in Brazil, or you learned this after
No,
you
no.
go out?
I knew 3 words. I knew like s'il vous plaît, merci, et voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Which, you know, I
Okay.
just know if I can say, yeah. That was it.
Like
I learned
us,
from
un,
scratch.
deux, trois. Like us. Okay.
I knew absolutely nothing.
I know 3 words too in French.
There you go.
Okay.
On the path. Okay.
So, but it's French and Spanish actually helps with.
Yes, really nice. Guys, can you tell us a little bit about your company?
Yes.
What is it about? How was the process to open the company?
Okay. The process is very simple here in the United States. In the same day, you need a special company that is special for opening companies here, and we have a lot of in Florida, and any state has a lot of companies that can help you to open it. But to start, for example, you need I expend like $300, and that's it. And that's it. I mean, if you have the social security that I have, and even though if you don't have the social security, it is possible you open company here in the United States. But I had social security at this time, and I opened my company, and just like one day, it was very, very simple. The guy over there just put your social security, your description about what you're gonna do, and after that, that's it. It's very simple. This is the easiest process to open a company in the United States. The hard thing is to get clients, to get customers. You know, this is that I'm working hard right now. So, but to open, I mean, everybody can open here. Even though if you don't have the social security, you can open the company here in the United States.
Okay, it's necessary to talk. Sorry, it's social security is ours like CPF in Brazil, so it's necessary only to have a CPF, and it's okay. You open the company.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's very similar in Brazil. Okay,
One day.
it's very
Yeah,
similar.
someone said that.
Yes, and one
One
day
day, like here in Brazil.
you go in
Exactly
some
like
place with your CPF, and okay, I wanna open
Okay,
a company
let's open.
today.
Exactly.
Okay.
And when I opened my company here in the United States, I was in Alabama, but I opened here in Florida just for calling to the special company here. Exactly. What's so simple like this? You know, I want to open my company. Okay, you can. Okay, just give me 300 and that's it.
Okay, if you want to open a company, please press 1. If you want to close the company, please press 2.
And then just one, and it was okay, it's opened.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Guys, I guess that I'm leaving Brazil right now. Okay.
In
Okay.
Canada, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. It was your turn, actually.
I was just going to say in Canada, the process is fairly similar. It's online. I did everything online. I didn't talk to anybody. It was about 1 hour. You go page by page, basically fill out a form online. I can't remember exactly how much it was. It was around that 150 to 300. And it takes about within a day for them to approve or not. And you just got to say on the form how many employees you have, what kind of service you're going to provide. And that's it. They give you your business number, and there you go. There you have your company started.
Okay. Exactly like here. Yeah, it was like that here, to open my own company. It was really...
Now, I don't know what they do.
Yeah,
what these companies do.
Yeah, can you tell us?
I'm curious about the Gustavo, please. Sorry, Alex, but the company with this name, this bigger name, I want to know what kind of company is that. Please, Gustavo.
So what I do is sports psychology consulting, basically. It's mental performance. It's broader than sports psychology. So what I do is I work as a mental coach. My primarily clientele are athletes. So an athlete has a personal trainer to help with the weights. They have a nutritionist. They have their technical coach who tells them what they need to do for drills, the footwork, or whatever. What I do is the mental training. When you're in a final of the championship and you're going to take a penalty shot, and there's the crowd, there's 80,000 people in the stadium, and they yelling at you, they put pressure, and the starts to get smaller. The goalkeeper starts to get bigger, and you're the guy taking the penalty shot. Imagine everything that's going on in the athlete's mind at that time. The stress, the anxiety, the pressure that he feels. To be able to deal with that pressure, they work with me. So that's what I do. But it's not limited only to athletes. I also work with artists before they go give a presentation, before they perform in front of thousands of people, singers, and people are going to give speech. I have worked with one client once. He worked for a business company, and he was afraid to ask his boss for a raise. So he came to me to ask for strategies to be able to keep calm in order to ask for a raise to his boss.
I'm happy
to say that he did, and he got the raise that he wanted. So everything
I will hire you now. I need that.
Thank you. So everything that involves cognition, you need to perform a task that you need to think before you do. For you to do that at the highest level possible, I can teach you drills and strategies in order to be able to control your mind and to do as well as you can possibly do, and not break under pressure, not make mistakes, not stutter, not be like, I forget everything. So I work with students before they're going to take a test, before big exam to get into university, before they go into something like that. All kinds really vary. That's why it's called mental performance consulting. But the majority of my athletes, the people who are willing to put the money to get these type of services, usually are athletes.
Okay, it's really, I told you, because we need this kind of skills, and Fred stay with you and learn nothing. I don't know why.
Oh my God!
He didn't pay.
He was my education teacher, not this kind of dirty job.
Okay, it's very nice.
Same with you, Washington.
I will, after that, I will invite you at another time to make some workshop for us. It's really, so Fred, please let this
paying well, what's the problem? Paying well, he will. Paying well.
Yes, I will.
You can
pay well like a teacher.
Not that well, okay? Pay, but not that well.
Yeah,
but we're friends here.
Canadian dollar, please.
No, we'll talk.
Okay, it's because this is a skill is important. The students need to make some tests, special tests, to Cambridge. Débora asked, I don't know the name exactly, but it's like a TOEFL.
Cambridge exams.
Exam for Cambridge exams and job interview for job interview.
Right.
So it's very,
Right.
very, very nice.
Yeah.
It's important issues for us.
That's what I do. And then I also give talks like as a guest speaker, like workshops and things like that. I work with teams, not only one-on-one.
Okay.
One-on-one with an athlete is always best. I know what do you need and I can teach you, right? I can make the curriculum for you. But if I'm working with a team, good. It also can address team issues that are happening, or how to make the team work together, teamwork, team cohesion, how to help communication, cooperation. Because those things are needed in sport, but they're also needed in business. For a company to function well, you have to have those skills. For managers to be able to lead their employees, they need to have the same skills. And that's what we see. The more I study about this, the more I see the overlap. I see Michael Jordan giving talks to business people. Why? Because the skills are the same. You just got to be able to apply to your skills. So I work with that as well. I give talks. And a big thing in Canada nowadays is mental health, right? And not wait until you have a panic attack. Not wait until you're sick in your mind, until you have bad anxiety. But take care of your mind before. So you don't feel those things. Just like you don't wait until you're 500 pounds and then you start working out and then you start eating well. It's the same thing with your mind. Don't wait until you're overwhelmed. Don't wait until you're too stressed out, almost having a panic attack. Oh, now I need to hire Gustavo to talk to me. No. You should know what to do before so you can deal with problems the best way possible.
Yes, you did. That's a joke. It's a kind of Bernardinho. You know Bernardinho? It's a volleyball training. It's yelling, "Wow, it's good. This better." So you kind of, maybe you stay like that with us. It's good at job.
There's a time for that. There is a time for that, and then there is a time, the good cop and bad cop. We call it the good cop and bad cop. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
and Alex,
what about your company?
Yeah, you
tell
don't
us
tell
about
what your company do.
Okay, so here, every company has industrial automation and has a process. So every process has industrial automation, has PLCs, motors, VFDs. There's a drive for drivers. So everything that has this situation, I can work. I can work with backup of the PLC programs. Start a project for designing panels, designing control panels, a specification about the materials, and but everything is about electrical and industrial automation. Everything that my company does. So, yeah, it's just this. Like I said, today I have I'm working for a big company, like a contractor, because here there is like a contractor, and I'm working this situation.
But you work for the company, or your company? It's
my company works for a big company. I had a contract between me and IT Automations and this big company that already has in Brazil also. So, but my hard thing, or my hard time right now is to get a new contract, new opportunities, that in this way I can grow it up. Because this company that my company works for them, they want to hire me, but I said a lot of time that I don't want to do right now. I didn't say like, okay, I don't want this right now. No, okay, maybe in the future or something like that, because you know.
It's a Brazilian way. Okay, no, yes, no, yes.
I need this exactly. I need this opportunity, but I'm working hard with another team here in the United States that I can get more contracts again. And I have a new contract here, but it's too small. I had one that I got it, but it's not enough to hire a new people, hire a new person. This is that I want to do this year. Hopefully I will do this year. But yeah, I'm a small group yet, but I want to grow it up, and let's see what I get the next month.
You have some employees, or
Yeah,
I don't know. It's employee or employer, Deborah? Please help me.
Employee.
Employee. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I have 2 employees, but these employees is just for marketing or to get new prospects. This is that I'm working hard right now. But I had some opportunities here. Is getting some opportunity, and if hopefully in 2 or 1 month I'm gonna start a new contract or something like that. But I need to stay in the same place that I am right now, work for a big company. My IT automations work for them, because this is a big contract. This is a lot of works to do. And at the same time, I'm learning a lot, because, like I said, they work for industrial automation and the IT skills. So the last invited that I was here in the last month. So I said, because the industrial automation and the IT solutions, it is coming in the same way. So, and here is in this company, I'm learning a lot with this. This is the reason that I didn't like to leave right now, because I'm learning a lot, and I can take these skills and they apply for my company, and they offer for another situations here, because it's industrial automation, is IT solutions, and this is the good thing. Yeah.
Okay, it's a very nice market for this. And Gustavo, do you have some employees or only you? How you manage that?
It depends on the workload that I have, because I'm also a full-time teacher, right? So when I have a lot of work, when I have a lot of contracts for my business, I have a lot of clients to deal with, then usually what I do, I hire interns to do internships, stagiários, and then those interns help me out, run some of the sessions and things like that. But most of the time, I try to manage when I have too many clients, I just refer the clients to other companies. I'm getting too many people I cannot control. Like, okay, I have too much work right now. I cannot deal with it. Instead of hiring somebody, I prefer to say, okay, my service is this type of quality. I cannot provide this type of quality because I'm too busy. Why don't you work with this person? And then I refer them to somebody else. So I don't see myself having an employee long term, but only interns to help me out whenever I need it.
Okay, and if you some students, or maybe I want to send a resume for you guys, is it possible to look at you in LinkedIn?
Absolutely, yeah. LinkedIn, Instagram. There's my website, and then they can get in touch there, and we can make something happen.
Okay, I put your Instagram in the chat, and if it's possible to give how your name in the LinkedIn. Some people ask me about it.
Yeah, it's Gustavo Ruthes. Gustavo Ruthes. You should be able to find it there.
Okay, Gustavo
Ruthes. Yeah, Ruthes. Ruthes.
Yes, I think it's very easy to find Gustavo in the LinkedIn. Yes.
Look at his picture. It's written down the name.
Yes.
There you go.
Gustavo
on Instagram.
Ruthes.
Go to Instagram first. Follow me on Instagram first. Then we can talk.
Yes, follow and then give like after that. And Alexandre, I think it's for you. It's easier or difficult to find you in the Instagram, or no Instagram. Sorry, in the LinkedIn.
Yeah, it's too easy. I mean, we have Alexandre Castro, and over there you can.
Castro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really nice.
Okay.
Yeah, it's easy, and over there, for example, for me, LinkedIn is for example, this situation or this opportunity that I am right now here, I got it from LinkedIn. Somebody human research called me from LinkedIn. He reached me over there, and after that, okay. So LinkedIn for me is the big opportunity that for everybody that wants to new opportunity or make friends that is the same area or new prospects. Because for in the LinkedIn I'm working on, we have a tool. I don't know if everybody hear about that, but we have the LinkedIn Sales Navigator, and this is the good tool because I mean they're gonna search for you special customers that you want to. For example, I need wastewater treatment plant guys. I'm interested in these guys, so the LinkedIn Sales Navigator gonna search for you, and this is a good tool that I'm applying for now for my company, and I'm getting better results right now.
Okay, and you put your LinkedIn in English or Portuguese when you stay in Brazil? Not now.
We're here.
After that, when you're here.
Yeah, like I said, in 2016 was in English in my LinkedIn because my goal was to come here. So the first thing, okay, I need to translate my LinkedIn for English, and after that, okay, everybody can reach me or So, but was in English.
Okay. Thank you very much. I don't know, Deborah and Fred, if you have another question. We have only 2 minutes to finish our talk.
We have many questions.
I know Gustavo is married there. And what about Alexandre? Did you take your kids and your wife with you?
Yes.
No.
Yes, not the first time. Because 2017, that was the first time that I came here to work. I was here alone, but after 3 or 4 months, I brought my family here, because for who came here the first time and don't have like a credit, like so you have a social security. I had a social security, but I didn't have a credit, so was very hard to to look for the apartment or house, to rent a house, because they gonna see if you have a good credit. If you don't have a good credit, and just for 3 or 4 months is not enough, you build a good credit. So was hard this situation for me, because I applied for several houses and several apartments, and I was rejected because, okay, you are new here, you don't have a good credit or something like that. But for some apartments that I was before, you need to pay like 3 months first before you get in, and I did before. So I paid for 3 months first, and after that you can get in. And for sure, when you're gonna leave of this, you're gonna send back to you this money, because it's just for like a security deposit that they call it here.
Okay. Nice.
I don't know if some people will stay here with us. If you some question, please open
Do you have
your
any
microphone
questions?
or write in the chat. If you
You
don't
want
have,
to ask? We had so many questions. I guess that we need another day.
yes. This talk is every talk in English, and about the international career. It's very good for our students. They have some questions about that, and every week they ask about. There are another one about the people in the forest. So thank you
Why?
for.
I don't know why. I can't understand.
Yes, I don't know why.
Why they
are
want
some,
to live abroad?
Yes, Brazil is a very nice place.
So good, so good. It's hot here. It's hot.
It's hot.
Yeah,
Only
it's hot.
And it's also hot too.
Yeah, it's always hot.
Okay.
It's good.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, thank you very much. So, thank you, Gustavo. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Fred. Thank you, Deborah. So, it's our
Thank you
time.
very
I don't
much.
talk about. Deborah, it's you.
Thank you very much for being here with us. Nice to meet you, Gustavo. It was really nice to talk to you, and also you, Alexandre. Actually, your English is really good.
Oh,
Okay.
really? Oh,
Yeah, getting good.
It's
Okay.
possible to make an interview for Volkswagen and somebody. Maybe
If
you'll
you
be
want.
there now.
Now you can come back, okay? It's enough. You can come back.
If you was today for sure, okay, I was very good. I'm sure about that.
You can come back, okay?
If someone look me about the engineer, I will send for you. Apply for this.
The job, okay?
This good job.
So it was really nice to be here with you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you, Fred,
Thank you.
Boston, Alexandre, and Gustavo.
Yes, a minute for Gustavo and Alex to say bye-bye, and after that you close.
Okay, like I said, for me it was the first time that speaking English for a lot of people here. Glad to stay here, and yeah, hopefully something that I told you guys maybe get the real value for you, and because for us. I want to help a lot of people, even in Brazil. I have a online course in Brazil, and I love to help other people that want to involve industrial automation, that want to involve your career, whatever you want to do. So I'm glad to stay here more one time, and thanks everybody, thanks everyone here.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for the invite, guys. I really appreciate it. It was nice talking to you all. It was very nice meeting you and Alex as well. Alex, stay safe and healthy there. We know the situation in Florida. It's COVID in the United States, kind of tough.
Yeah.
So be safe, maybe healthy.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. It's a great initiative for you guys to be doing this for your students. I wish I had something like that when I was going to university, to open my mind earlier about the opportunities that are out there. So I think it's a very good initiative. Congratulations, you guys are doing a very good job. As soon as I heard it from Fred when he invited me to do this, I was very happy and very thrilled to do it. Let me know if you need somebody else again. If I can fit in my schedule, I will definitely be back. Thank you very much for having me.
Yes, we will invite you, of course.
For you, Gustavo. For you.
Fred, it's your time to say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I miss you guys.
So everybody, thanks very much. And we will have another talk show the next week with in Portuguese, and we will have another talk show in English.
Repeat. No, your mic is terrible. Repeat.
Okay, repeat to you. Talk for me, please.
No, I can't repeat. I was not listening to you, so no.
It was.
Repeat.
I guess that he said that we will have another talk next week in Portuguese. Am I right?
Oh, yeah.
And once a month in English.
Yeah, exactly. The end of the next month in English. We don't have the names yet, so let's work
on that. Okay.
Yes,
I got
let's
it.
work on that. Maybe it's Fred and Deborah again here. So thank you very much, and bye-bye for us. Thank you for our invites. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Quem estava aqui conosco, não esqueçam de fazer a inscrição. E vou fechar a gravação.
Okay, tchau, gente.